The most beautiful planet in our solar system is slowly losing its crown. Every moment, countless tiny fragments of ice drift from its majestic rings, cascading into the planet like a silent, invisible cosmic rain. What will happen to these stunning rings over time? Here's the incredible part. Humanity might exist at the exact moment in cosmic history when Saturn actually has visible rings. Millions of years in the past, they may not have existed, and millions of years in the future, they could be gone. If you love space mysteries and cosmic discoveries, hit the like button and subscribe for more. Today, we're exploring one of the biggest questions in astronomy. Who discovered Saturn's rings, how they formed, and when they might disappear forever? To understand the mystery, we first need to ask a simple question. What exactly are Saturn's rings? From far away, they look like smooth, glowing circles around Saturn, but they aren't solid at all. The rings are made of billions of tiny particles, mostly frozen water ice mixed with dust and rock. Some pieces are tiny like grains of sand, while others can be as large as houses. Together, they form a massive swarm of icy fragments orbiting the planet. The rings stretch hundreds of thousands of kilometers across, yet they are incredibly thin, often only a few dozen meters thick. You could even fly a spacecraft through them and pass through large gaps between the particles. Much of what we know about this fragile system came from the spacecraft Cassini-Huygens, a mission by NASA and the European Space Agency, which spent 13 years studying Saturn and revealing the true nature of its rings. One of the biggest questions scientists asked was how these rings formed in the first place. Saturn itself formed about 4.5 billion years ago during the birth of our solar system. For a long time, researchers assumed the rings formed at the same time. But Cassini's observations suggested something surprising. The rings might actually be much younger. Some studies estimate they could be only around 100 million years old. On the scale of cosmic time, that's actually a very short time. So what created them? The leading theory involves a tragic cosmic accident. Somewhere in Saturn's past, a moon or a large comet drifted too close to the planet. Saturn's enormous gravity pulled harder on the near side of the object than the far side, stretching it apart. Eventually, the forces became so powerful that the object shattered into countless fragments. This process occurs when an object crosses a boundary known as the Roche Limit, the point where tidal forces can rip celestial bodies apart. The debris from that destroyed moon spread into orbit around Saturn, forming the rings we see today. But if the rings were created by destruction, another question follows naturally. Why are they disappearing now? Cassini provided the answer through a discovery scientists call ring rain. Tiny particles from the rings are constantly being pulled towards Saturn by the planet's gravity and magnetic field. These icy grains become electrically charged and begin spiraling down into the planet's upper atmosphere. From space, it looks almost like a slow, invisible drizzle of ice falling from the rings onto Saturn. Researchers estimate that thousands of kilograms of ring material are lost every second. That may sound small compared to the immense size of the rings, but over millions of years, the effect becomes enormous. If this process continues at the current rate, scientists believe Saturn's rings could fade away within about 100 million years. In the lifetime of the solar system, that's actually a very short time. Another fascinating detail involves how the rings sometimes appear to vanish even today. Saturn is tilted on its axis, similar to Earth, and as it travels around the Sun, the angle of the rings changes from our point of view. About every 15 years, the rings align edge-on with Earth. When this happens, they become so thin that they almost disappear in telescopes. Astronomers call this a ring plane crossing. During these moments, Saturn looks strangely naked, as if its famous halo has suddenly been erased. The next time this alignment happens, observers on Earth will once again witness Saturn's rings seemingly vanish from sight. The knowledge we have today didn't come overnight. Earlier missions such as Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 first revealed the complex structure within the rings, including gaps, waves, and gravitational interactions with Saturn's moons. Later, Cassini flew between the rings and the planet itself during its dramatic final mission phase, gathering direct measurements of their mass and composition before plunging into Saturn's atmosphere in 2017. All of these discoveries reveal something profound about our universe. Even the most beautiful and iconic structures in space are temporary. Planets change, moons collide, rings form and disappear. The cosmos is constantly evolving on timescales far beyond human history. Saturn's rings are not eternal decorations, they are part of an ongoing cosmic cycle of creation and destruction. So, when you look at images of Saturn, remember that you're seeing something incredibly special. Those shimmering bands of ice may exist only for a brief chapter of the solar system's story. Millions of years from now, future astronomers might study ancient records and realize that humans once lived during the rare era when Saturn had magnificent rings. And that realization raises a final question. If Saturn's rings eventually disappear, could another moon wander too close someday and create a new ring system again? In the vast timescales of the universe, even impossible events can eventually happen. If you enjoyed exploring this mystery of the cosmos, make sure to support the channel and keep discovering the universe with us. And don't forget to subscribe to Space Facts for more incredible space stories, mysteries, and discoveries waiting beyond our planet.